You are tuning into the Goldilocks Productions presentation of the Angels and Healing Light Show. Sit back, relax, and be open to receive the angelic messages and healing channeled through your host, Laura Romeiro.
Well, good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to the Angels and Healing Light Show. I'm your host, Laura Romeiro, and I'm very glad and grateful that you joined us today. We've got lots of angel messages for you and look forward to hearing from you and getting your questions answered from your angels. If you'd like to ask me a question and you're listening, just go ahead and press the number 1 on your phone. That raises your hand and lets my wonderful producer, Tiffany, know that you have a question for me. But I'd love to hear from you. So whether your question is something specific or you just want a general message from your angels, please just press 1, raise your hand, and I will get you that message. You can always reach me via email, which is laura@angelsandhealinglight.com. And you may also go to my website, which is angelsandhealinglight.com. There you can schedule an appointment for a full angel reading, which goes wonderfully in-depth, wonderfully informative. And one of the things that I always hear from people that I do readings for is how the angel messages really change their life. So if it's something you need some guidance, some support, some help with, just let me know, and we'll connect you with your angels and get those messages for you. Well, I had a lovely Friday at our Creme de la Creme Psychic Social that was hosted by Carol Ann Carey, who has a show called In Psychic Flow on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock on Goldilocks Production. So she and myself, along with Mr. Jimmy Mack, Joanne Leo, I'm sure that you've heard, I hope you've heard them, heard their shows, heard their names. They're really all very wonderful at what they do. But we had a wonderful evening together. It was fun. It was good energy. Really nice to meet some of my listeners who stopped over to say hello. That was really wonderful. I love being able to put a face to the name of so many of the people that I talk to. But I will keep you posted the next time we do one of those shows. If you're in the Sarasota area, please make sure you stop over and say hello to us. I'd love to meet you. So I was unable to be available for last Tuesday. Unfortunately, I had some things. Well, unfortunately, I was unable to bring the angel messages to you on Tuesday. But I really hope that every day that you remember to check in with your angels and get messages that will help make your day brighter and easier, smoother, get some insight. And sometimes, we just need to check in to get that sense of connection, to get that sense where sometimes, when you're feeling not so fulfilled in life, perhaps there's something you feel is missing in your life. That's also the best time to check in with your angels. Sometimes we can go through life and think that there's something really missing in our lives, and we start looking outside for that to replace that feeling of lack. And maybe it's because we are putting a lot of that onus on our significant other. Maybe we expect our significant other to provide all of our needs, entertain us, love us, show us affection, attention, make us laugh. I'm sure we're all guilty of that sometimes, right? And so if they're unable to do that, maybe we start looking outside for something to fill that missing spot in our lives. Well, just remember that anytime you feel that there's something lacking in your life, please connect with your angels. Please connect with them and let them send you the abundance. Let them send you the love. Let them send you the light that is there for you. So every day, get a message from your angels. And how do you do that? Well, it's very simple. All you need to do is ask. And then, not so simple sometimes, is hearing the message. But I can guarantee that if you ask your angel for a message, for guidance, it will come to you. But it may come to you in a way that takes a little bit of time to understand or to interpret, because they speak a little differently than we do. And sometimes they have others speak for them. Sometimes they speak via signs or messages or songs or through butterflies or finding feathers or a myriad of ways. But understand that the messages will always come to you. Your questions will always be answered. So trust in that, and trust in your faith, trust in that connection with your angels, and understand that there's always something beautiful there for you. You know, I've had the wonderful Kimberly Maroney on my show, Reverend Dr. Kimberly Maroney, on my show a couple weeks ago. I hope you got to hear it. If you didn't, please email me and I will send you a link to the show. She's an absolutely wonderful, wonderful woman who has a very strong connection with angels, and she's written books about them. She's even made some beautiful angel cards. I can't wait to have her on the show again. I know she's on Jimmy Mac's show pretty regularly, but she is just the most warm-hearted, wonderful person. And I did mention that I was receiving some angel cards that I got from her, and I've been using them, and I want to tell you a little bit about them, because today's messages actually come from this deck, and it's called the Angel Love Deck. They're cards of divine devotion, faith, and grace by Kimberly Maroney. If you like to work with oracle cards, these are absolutely beautiful. Beautiful artwork, incredibly beautiful messages. So let me grab one and just kind of talk about our messages for today. So one of the first messages today was about connection. And the connection is that angels are always looking to help answer the desire of your soul for a deeper, more loving connection with spirit and with the people in your life. And so the angels are there to help. Once you open your heart and invite the angels, your soul's always connected to the source of unconditional love and truth. And all souls are united in the source of all that is. So that's a beautiful message from the angel of connection. And the angel of connection is just reminding you, love is an ever-expanding and ever-increasing force. So no matter how loved you feel or how much you have, you can always have more, right? There is no limit on the amount of love you can have in your life. There's no limit on the amount of love you can give to others who may be lacking. So if you are missing something in your life, reach out to the angels so that it can help that connection and help deepen the love that is available to you, the love that's part of your soul, and also sharing that love with others. So if you are feeling alone or unable to connect, maybe you just are feeling a little disconnected and you need to reconnect to your soul. You know, think about how is your life going? What is it that you're doing? How is it that you're coming across or presenting yourself to others? Are you closed off or are you open? Do you smile and make eye contact with people, or do you keep your head down or straight ahead and have blinders on? So depending on how you're acting in life, how you're behaving or how you're presenting yourself to others depends on how much love is coming into you as well. It sends a signal that you're not only giving, but you're receiving love. So during the course of any day, Kimberly says, the angel connection offers many invitations for you to make connections with others. And sometimes, did you ever have that feeling where you meet somebody and you just felt like you've known them before, you know them from somewhere, they look familiar, they feel familiar, and sometimes our souls recognize each other, and this can be with a complete stranger. So do you take advantage of those invitations? But if you ask your angel to tell you what you need to do next, tell you what you need and give you that courage to reach out when the next invitation to connect comes, that angels are always there for you. And this is that connection of love. It's from your soul. It's for your soul. It's fulfilling and is just an incredible. So be open, be willing, and be ready to experience something new. Open your heart to receive and also to give. Connect with friends that you haven't talked to in a long time. Reach out to somebody that you've been thinking about. If you're getting that intuition, perhaps you're getting a little nudge. Somebody or something keeps coming into your mind. I really should call so-and-so. I really think I should do something special for someone. Maybe they just need a little pick-me-up or a little gift or a little visit. Well, that could be that person's angel telling you that person could use a little love. That person could use a little attention. So follow those nudges. Because as I said, sometimes angel messages come from other people, and sometimes we are the ones delivering that message from the angel. Has that ever happened to you? Have you ever felt so compelled to do something nice or say something nice or just give somebody a hug? Did you ever have that compulsion? Well, sometimes you're being that angel message for somebody that really needed it. And if you've ever received something like that, you know how good it is and how good it can feel when somebody just reaches out and gives you a hug or gives you some love or tells you you're beautiful or you're wonderful. Do you ever have that happen to you? You know what I mean. It's a wonderful feeling, and sometimes that's how the angels communicate. Unfortunately, they don't come with a sign that says this or a card that says this is from your angel, but always know that your angels are there. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear what kind of experiences you've had along these lines. Has this ever happened to you before? How did it make you feel? Where did it come from? What started it? How did it change your life, or did you do it to help change somebody else's life? But these are all things that I bring to your awareness because these are things that can happen in everyday life in ways that we are touched by the divine and by the angels, and we aren't even aware of it. We're not even aware of where it comes from. We just all of a sudden feel happy or feel good about something, and we do something really nice. But what a wonderful experience. What a wonderful connection to make with another soul, another person. And if you're helping that divine and angelic connection be made, it's really wonderful to have that awareness and to have that experience and know that that's actually where that came from. But I would love to hear your stories. So you can always email me your stories. You can call me. You can raise your hand if you want to talk about it now. But I'd love to hear stories like that. I don't know if it's still in publication, but there was a little magazine put out, I think it's called Angels, and I used to receive it about 6 times a year, and it would be filled with people talking about how an angel had come into their life and saved a life, directed them, changed them. But it was full of these wonderful stories, and I could never get enough of it. For the longest time, I would read this magazine, and the stories in there really touched my heart, and they sounded so miraculous. I would love to hear yours. So don't be shy. Reach out and tell me what has happened. Do you ever listen to angel music? What's your favorite angel music? What inspires you? What helps you make that connection? When you meditate, when you pray, if you're just sitting in quiet, asking for some good messages for your day or some help to get through your day, is there music that you like to listen to? One of my favorite albums is called Angel Reiki by Patrick Bernard. absolutely beautiful music. His music is absolutely beautiful. Very peaceful. And anytime I really want to have an immediate connection, or if I just want some peace and some beautiful music, I play, that's one of my favorite CDs, Angel Reiki by Patrick Bernard. He's got a couple of CDs. Another one's called Angel Miracle. Well, there's just so much beautiful music out there to help you connect with your angels. So that's another way to do that. I'm going to tell you about the next message. The next message, the next angel message is from this beautiful deck called from Kimberly Maroney's. I have not had enough coffee this morning. I apologize for the twisted tongue. Kimberly Maroney's deck called Angel Love. So the next message from that deck is about longing. And longing is she says, is a powerful desire or yearning for something that is often unknown, but we just feel that it's missing. And sometimes, you might feel that it's something that can't be satisfied with things on this earth. You might have the most wonderful things going on in your life. Everything's perfect. Wonderful marriage, wonderful job, beautiful, everything wonderful, home, everything in your life, but you still feel like there's something missing. Well, the angels of longing can help you understand the beneficial force of this emotion that can feel so heart-wrenching, but it really, Kimberly says, it's your soul calling you toward love and truth. And your soul relentlessly calls to you through feelings of loneliness, sadness, despair, urging you to leave behind temporary pastimes to seek eternal fulfillment, she says. Recognizing these feelings as your soul's longing will help you to reconnect to the unconditional love that brings with it a profound satisfaction. And unconditional love does bring profound satisfaction. And where can you get unconditional love? Well, if you have a dog, they're really good at that. If you have a cat, they're also really good at that. Any kind of animal that loves you, but especially dogs, they sure bring unconditional love, don't they? But I think sometimes we need a lot deeper than that. And where can you go? Straight to your angels, straight to God, straight to your Creator. That's where it stems from. That's where it comes from. That's where you can receive it. And it doesn't matter what your religious beliefs are. It doesn't matter whether you are religious or non-religious. You don't have to have any religion at all. To God and the angels, it just doesn't matter. They love you, and it's unconditional love, and they want you to be happy, and they want you to feel that unconditional love so that you can share it with others as well. So I think that's a wonderful deal, isn't it? They really don't ask for anything in return. They love you anyway, no matter what. But your options are to engage more and feel more and get more, because that's how it works. When you engage with the divine, with your Creator, with the angels, you start to feel more love. You start to feel more peace. You start to feel more like you are yourself, your true self. And the more you do that, the more they're able to give you, because you're able to open up more and more. You learn more. You see more. You develop more. You're able to help others. You're able to help yourself, your family, your friends, your loved ones, your coworkers, your neighbors. You're able to create such a difference just by opening up to that connection. And so the more you open it, the bigger that connection gets, the wider it gets, the more that can be put into that. And they really don't ask for anything in return except gratitude, love. That's all. There's no prerequisite. There's no pressure. Just think about that. Unconditional. No questions asked. 100% guarantee. So, if you're feeling like you would like to connect with your angels, you can meditate, you can just ask, you can chit-chat. It doesn't have to be anything formal, but just do it from your heart. And then, watch out. Things are going to light up and be beautiful from there. Well, I have a caller, and I would like to take my caller with an area code of 919.
Hello.
Good morning. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful. How about yourself?
I'm good. This is my first time calling in, so I'm not sure the format or how to, the steps to take or what to say.
Oh, well, we're casual here. So what's your name?
I'm sorry. My name is Kay.
Hi, Kay. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Atlanta, Georgia.
All right, Atlanta, just a couple hours north of me. I'm in the beautiful Tampa Bay area.
Oh, gorgeous.
Yes, it is. So, Kay, what I do, if you have a particular question or concern, then we will pose that question and get some guidance from your angels, and that's all it is to it.
Okay. Well, right now I'm definitely trying to get myself centered. I'm doing a lot of meditation. I have so much going on in my life. Past year I've been unemployed except for maybe a couple of months. Lost my job last May. I have a trip that I paid for in advance. I just need to get the flights, but I haven't worked. So it's just finances are a panic for me, which I'm trying not to be a panic. Employment, when that's coming. So I guess around my question is, when will I get this peace about job security and the financial portion of my life?
So you're obviously looking for work?
Oh, gosh, yes.
But I'm getting July is feeling very solid and very strong to me. So you've got, let me find out a little bit more here, and that might be when you're getting settled in and feeling comfortable. So let's find out a little bit more. My impression is, this is beautiful. So my impression is that you're going to get another job offer very soon, but then you will have another more solid one come up in the July area. So,
okay.
Exactly. Okay, and this is exactly what I'm getting. So I'm working now. I'm getting that validation for two different things. So the first card, I'm working with the Angel Tarot deck. And the first card is from Archangel Michael, who is a wonderful angel that helps us when, the simplest way to describe her is she's the one that helps us see the silver lining in every cloud. But she's also the one that reminds us to kind of hang in there. There's a reason for something that's going on, a blessing that you might not see now, but you will see. So it sounds, which sounds counterintuitive, but I can tell you it happens all the time. But one of the things that she's reminding us is that focus on the positive. So you're exactly right what you said. You're trying to stay out of that panic mode. So she's validating, good, stay out of that panic mode, first of all. Stay away from the fear-based thoughts. Focus on what you want. Focus on what you're going to achieve. She's also saying, she says, if you will just reach out to me, she'd love to have an honest conversation with you. So please have some time where you can sit down and have a conversation with her and present your concerns to her. Tell her how you're feeling. I'm freaking out about this. How am I going to make this happen? Whatever is on your mind, just tell her from your heart and let her give you some of those answers and give you some of those guidance, because there's things coming that you can't see right now. And that makes you feel, of course, that makes us all feel like that, right? When we're feeling panicky and we can't see the future, but we know that there's something good coming. So that's the other thing. She says you might not see it right now, but it is on the way. So please stay focused on what you want,
okay,
rather than what you're afraid of, and have good talks with her.
Okay.
The second card comes up is the 7 of Earth, and 7 is for July. So that's a validation. You've got something else coming up in July. But it's just also saying that, the seeds or the work that you've been doing is going to pay off here. So all of the work you're doing trying to find another job is about to pay off. And this is just a little temporary pause in the action. So not to worry, because something good is coming your way.
Wow.
So look for definitely solid in July, and something temporary until then.
Okay.
And stay focused on the positive, because you're over the hump. Okay.
Wow.
You're
really?
over the time hump. So that amount of time has gone by. You're on the other side of it, and now it's proven towards fruition.
Wow. Okay. That's wonderful to know. Wonderful to know. Every time I find myself getting a little bit in a panic mode, I try. It's like, okay, stop. Let fear not take over, and I'll go outside and sit with nature, and I try to get myself centered. So.
Beautiful. You're doing everything exactly right. Exactly right. And that will pay off for you, even though, like I said, we have that mask on where sometimes we can't see what's coming. You're doing the right thing. You're allowing it to come to you.
I am so grateful for that. Like I said, I
so
have
don't forget
before that I need to enjoy. Like I said, I don't have the flight, but it's like I'm worrying that I can't even get myself excited just yet about the trip. So I hear you, and I receive that.
When is your trip? Is it August?
May 25th through June 1st.
25th. So let's find out a little bit more about that. What kind of work are you looking for? Do you mind saying so?
I have, like, my background is in legal, contract management, paralegal.
Okay.
And I worked in healthcare for years.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense, because I just got a healthy lifestyle card from Archangel Raphael, who so that's even more validation. So I'm trying to figure out what that has to do with your trip.
Gotcha.
All right, let's see if we're going to get one more. So what can you tell us about Kay's trip? Is it a cruise?
No, but it is to the water. It's
okay.
Mexico.
So these next cards are all about leadership and taking back your power and using your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. So you're a strong manifester, and you, I think, may have forgotten that, or it's been put aside, or. So make sure, and this message is from Archangel Gabriel, and he's saying that it's time for you to assume your leadership powers and take your power back and use those things to manifest the blessings in your life. Also, Archangel Gabriel is coming up twice here. Now, what's important about that is Archangel Gabriel is an angel that helps us with communication, But he's also talking about getting so goosebumpy right now. It's almost cold. Archangel Gabriel's talking about creative writing. So what do you have going on? Are you blogging? Are you writing small
I've been journaling.
Articles? Okay.
I've been journaling. So.
I'm getting the impression too that you can do something to blog, to write an article, but something like that's going to give you some help, some monetary help. And I'm not very good at blogging or things of that nature to know how to do that. And so look for ways to express what you know to teach others through writing. Articles, articles you can send in, how to do this, how to do that, watch out for this, something that teaches people and helps them.
Okay. I have been considering doing some grant writing training so I could kind of learn and teach grant writing. So, interesting.
Bingo. That's right then.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. Wow.
So they're not giving me any information about your trip except you need to bring up your manifestation power. That's all they'll tell me right now about that.
Okay. I have been considering selling it as well, so that might be why. So, I'm trying to do something that way. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I have been considering that. I've been doing the free grant writing WebEx and just trying to get some understanding on steps to take and how to proceed and doing that as a business, a side business, or learning. So that's perfect.
Well, I think you should proceed with that. That's definitely what's coming up is some kind of creative writing that helps others.
I do appreciate it.
Well, you're very welcome, and let me know. Keep in touch and let me know how things go. But I know that you're on the upslope, so the hardest part is over.
Now that's wonderful to hear. Thank you so much for that.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thanks for calling in, Kay. Stay in touch.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So isn't that the hardest thing when you're going through a difficult time? I mean, this comes up all the time, but when we're going through a difficult time and we can't see what's coming ahead of us, but all we know is what we're going through right now and what we've gone through in the past and what we're concerned about in the future, it's so important to remember that we do have the ability to manifest. We do have that ability. And what exactly is that? It's intention. That's all it is. It's the power of intention. It's the power of putting heartfelt thoughts and prayers into what you want. Now, the caveat to that is we don't always get what we want because in God's infinite wisdom, unknown to us, this may not be what the best thing for us is. So if we're open to receiving what's the best for us and we ask for that, so instead of saying, I want that red Maserati, well, who doesn't want a red Maserati? Pretty much most people. But you know what? That red Maserati may not be the best thing for you. So you may end up with, a Cadillac. That would be lovely to have too, wouldn't it? So sometimes we may think we want this person as our mate, or we have to have this home. We just have to have it. But if we're truly open to receiving what's for our highest and greatest good, there may be a block put up for us so that it prevents something that isn't for our highest and greatest good. And I don't know why, but I wish that we could get the message with that saying, well, geez, I'd love to give you that house or that mate or that car or that job, but it just isn't for your best. So hang in there. The right one is just coming around the corner. Wait a couple more months, a couple more weeks. It's almost there. Just hang in there. Well, I don't know. That's like an engineering problem. Sorry, God, that's an engineering problem. Why can't we get those messages? I don't know why. I don't know why we don't get them. Maybe it's a way that we develop faith. Maybe it's a way that we develop trust. Maybe that's a way that we are developing insight about ourselves and seeing the really important things in life. What are your thoughts on that? So hang in there and have faith and stay in the positive when you are in a situation where you can't see the future, but you're really concerned about it. Just follow Kay's recommendations and follow her lead and go outside and take a breath when you feel like you're getting in panic mode. Connect with your angels and ask them for a sign, ask them for that message. Ask them for the light at the end of the tunnel, because it's always there. And focusing your intentions on what you want rather than what you're afraid of, rather than what you don't have. So send out the thoughts of the things that you want in life. And I can tell you that it'll come to you. Sometimes they'll let you know when it will come to you. You can always reach out to me for a reading and I can get you some more information. But in the meantime, for everyday things, just focus on the things that you hope to have: good health, abundance, a calm, quiet, safe place to live, be surrounded by people that love you and care about you. So those are things to stay focused on the positive for, and know that they will come and they will arrive at the perfect time. Sometimes life things don't show up because there's a cycle to them. Sometimes it's timing that has to take place. It has to be ready. For instance, for relationships, you have to be ready. Is your heart open? Have you healed from the past? Do you need healing? What about your future mate? Has that person opened their heart? Have they healed from any past pain? So those are things that you have to remember that may not be ready. And it just may be a little bit of matter of timing. So it's important to just stay positive and focused, to know that good is coming and it's on the way. Let's go back here. I want to talk a little bit more about let's see. Let's take another call. Let's take another call from area code 347.
Hi.
Hello there.
Hi. Thank you so much for taking my call. My name's Tamika.
Hi, Tamika. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. What's going on today?
Well, I just have some things that I would wonder if you see the answer to. My current job, I'm wondering if I should leave it or not, because there's just some things going on. Like, for example, there's someone at the job that I also wanted to ask you about. I care about him. We were involved, and I'm not sure how he feels about me, but I do still care about him. So there's that. His name is Frank. And also the job, it has, negativity in it, but I try to stay away from it. And I was wondering if it's just time for me to go. But all I've been offered was a part-time position, and now after doing calculations, I don't think that would be smart, or I don't know if I could handle that, going from full-time to a part-time position. So I know the part-time position would have, maybe opportunities because I'd be exposed to a lot, but I don't think I can live off of those hours. So I don't know if it would be a good move for me to jump and go to that. from where I currently am, or if I should stay where I am. And also just wondering what you see with Frank, because I do still care about him.
So, Tamika, I think I've talked to you before, haven't I?
I think a long, long time ago. I don't think I ever spoke to you about any of this stuff.
Okay. So let me see what's happening here with jobs. Oh, okay. So I'm going to ask the angels what you need to know the most for your highest and greatest good for your job situation. Well, they said there's something that's coming very quickly. And you've got two cards here that talk about things happening quickly. With this part-time position that you've been offered, is it something that you're being pressured to take?
No, not really. I mean, just the HR person that wants me, she just says that, it would be a good opportunity because it doesn't necessarily have to stay part-time, because as you grow, you can pick up hours here and there, but that is, it's unsteady. So she's not pressuring me or anything, and she just makes it seem like that. But I feel like it's more for maybe like a mom who stays at home who doesn't have stuff to pay off. Not that I'm knocking them, but like I don't know if it would be sufficient with just unsteadiness.
Well, that's a big thing to consider, and you have to consider consider carefully everything that you do. It's also saying that, it could be confident, very successful, so, you could confidently accept it, and making sure that you're thinking outside of the box when you are looking for business and also looking for a new position. But I'm also being told, too, that there is something else coming right now.
There's a dental office that I went to an interview at. That would be full time, but that would be like a little family owned business. I haven't talked money with them yet, and I haven't heard back from them yet. I don't know if that's what you see. And also, like, in businesses that aren't companies, like, I am worried about that because, like, when you go to a family business, if you feel uncomfortable with something, like the family business is the HR department, you can't really complain to anyone else but them. So it's like you don't really have protection.
Well, perhaps. I think it's something you really need to talk to them about and see how they handle. That's something, because to me, that sounds like a good opportunity. And they're saying that, you can confidently accept the opportunity that's offered. So talk to them and see what their internal process of handling problems are, because it might be family run, but, every company has to have a way of dealing with problems. So maybe they don't have a lot of problems. Maybe they all get along really well and, they've got it down to a science. So that's something that you're going to need to discover, but it feels like a good opportunity. And as far as Frank, I don't get very much, I don't get a very strong feeling about Frank. So with that one, I think it's time to, move on and let him pursue you if he's so interested.
Okay.
Okay. So good luck.
Okay.
Thank you for calling. And just follow your heart, follow your heart, but be prudent. Be smart about it. And if you're missing something in your life, then ask your angels to help you find that replacement for what is missing. It's just like I was talking about earlier, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Tamika. Okay. Take care of yourself.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. Bye. Okay, I have another caller from area code 908. Hello.
Good morning, Laura. This is Caroline.
Hello, Caroline. How's life treating you today?
I am great, and you sound great yourself anyway. Even
Thank you.
Yeah, I love your show. I love
Thank
your
you.
Well, I love all the shows. I love all the Goldilocks shows, by the way. But yeah, it's all different, all beautiful. So anything about angels is just as beautiful. So I'm really touched by the topics of angels. So, and I guess it touches everybody's heart, as well. So I do have a question, and it's in regards to, I want to produce and organize concerts and live events as well, inspirational speakers. But I would like to know, what are my angels or my guides or my loved ones saying in regards to the funding, because I'm looking for some funding other than sponsorships, somebody to back me up. No partnership, just backing up. Like to do a solo.
Well, they're jumping up and down, clapping their hands and saying, yes, 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 do it. So let's see. So I'm getting a very positive response about that idea. Have you applied to a bank? I've seen a bank, talking to your bank about it.
Well, banks are, let's just say, it's a new business, and they don't unless, maybe if you're a tech company, and even that, they never go to banks anyway. You kind of go other sources, like private investors. But banks are very much into, you got to be in business for 3 years. I worked in banking all my life, so I kind of know it. So, but, it's,
okay, because I keep seeing bank. So, nope, they just keep showing me this picture over and over again.
A loan? Like loans? A loan from a bank? Or sponsorship from a bank? I could get either. Sponsorship as like, they won't give me cash, it's just for advertisement purposes.
That could be. They're showing me, honestly, I'm looking at, when you walk into the bank lobby and you look over to the side and there's all the desks where the bankers sit, that's the picture I'm getting. That's an absolute picture. I'm also getting, and they're jumping up and down and clapping again, but they're saying that it's going to come from different sources, but like show number 1 will have a different source. Show number 2 will have a different backing. Show number 3 will have a variety of sources until they all come together and can be regular sources. So it's going to take some creativity and thinking outside of the box. But the good part of that I'm being shown is that it's going to really help you make some great connections, some really great connections, some great networking, and they're just showing me the bank lobby again. Okay, so you need to do some research and see what. And you're not, so it's like you walking into the bank and it's like looking at it through your eyes. So you need to use your connections in the banking world.
Okay.
To see what you can create.
Yeah. Oh, well, I was in like different banking. I was corporate, like Wall Street. I've also, when I was very young, I started out in branches where you get business loans and personal loans and all that. But most of my life I worked on Wall Street, so it's kind of like totally different, for these kinds. Industrial loans, construction loans, Donald Trump loans. That's what I handle.
Well, so, you got to do what you got to do right now, but it'll be a good connection, and it's going to get people excited because you've got things to offer. So go do it and bring some fun to people's lives and bring some information. And let me know when you're coming to my town.
I love Florida, California. Yes, I'm planning.
Good.
I'm planning. Both.
Well, stay in
New
touch,
York.
Caroline. You're on your way.
You so much.
You've got great angelic guidance, and they're very happy about it. So just know that they're there to continue to send you in the right direction. But just walk into the bank, you'll know what to do, and don't hand the teller a note. That won't work.
Oh no. Or a gun.
No.
Thank you.
Okay, honey. Take care. I'll talk to you next time.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You bet. Bye. So isn't that interesting? That they'll show something, but what they're saying is, it's got to come. Sometimes it's got to come from within. Let us guide you to the right place, and things will start to unfold from there. And sometimes because we need to be part of our own creative process, right? So they'll give a nudge, they'll give some ideas, but we're the ones that have to take that leap of courage and leap of faith to continue to make it happen and to create. And what I'm hearing too is that once you start that creative process and you follow in it and you stay in it, it just keeps going more and more and more creativity, more ideas, more things come your way. So again, it's that leap of faith that can show up in so many different ways. I think I've got time for another caller from area code 347. Hello.
Hi, this is
Hi.
Katie. Thank you for taking my call.
Hi, Katie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing really well, thank you. What can I do for you today?
I actually, I have the question. I'm going to just go ahead and ask what the last person just asked, believe it or not. So I have a business, but I'm not, I'm kind of trying to get it off the ground. Like I do have customers, but I don't have, say, a lot of customers. And I don't know if I'm even like pricing my stuff right, and I'm starting to go to maybe events and things like that. So I need a website, I need funding, and I don't really know how I'm going to really get off the ground. Like, am I going to get a job and fund it myself, or is the business going to be able to pay for itself and take care of me? Like, I don't even know. So I'm just looking for insight on maybe what my angels are saying, because I feel like I need financial support, and I need support, period.
Have you made a business plan?
No.
Okay, I'm seeing that in gigantic block, underscored, bold lettering. You need to make a business plan. And the reason for that, it'll clarify what you want to accomplish, and it will help you get to that goal. It'll help you stay on track, and you need a clear idea of what you want to do, and it will help you do that. So you need to make a business plan. And I know that you can look online and, pick your favorite format for business plan, but that will also bring, enlighten you and give you ideas. And it will also make you sound like, when you present yourself to other people, you'll know what you're talking about. You'll sound more professional. You'll sound more sure. And it'll make you a better businesswoman. Because if you don't have a business plan, I'm being told you're really going to flounder because you're just not going to have a clear-cut direction. So the other message I'm getting right now, you're kind of too much in your head right now, and you're stuck. So you're stuck at this crossroads, right? So we know that.
Yeah. So
the angels are validating that exactly. So you're just stuck in your head and you don't have a clear direction. However, Archangel Raziel is coming in with this beautiful card in the Angel Tarot deck. It's the number 1 card, which is the very beginning of something. And he's coming to say, you're ready. You're ready to move forward. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them. So business plan, because I'll tell you, if you want any kind of funding, you will need a business plan to present to somebody to say, well, how are you going to accomplish it? Well, I don't know. I haven't thought about that. Well, nobody's going to fund you if you don't know how you plan to get from point A to point B, right? So that would clarify things in your head. My dog's barking in agreement. Actually, they're fighting over a toy, but I'll just say they're barking in agreement. So that sounds good, doesn't it? Archangel Haniel is also coming in to tell you to focus your energy on manifesting what you want.
Okay.
So part of that manifestation. Part of that manifestation is thinking about what you want.
Or spend some time visualizing my business, how I want it to be. Because I do want like a set place. And, I haven't, I just, you know how you feel, I just started to feel overwhelmed because I have like it's so much I want to do and get done fast. Yeah. Then there's also my personal life, not just like my personal life, like I'm studying for something, and so it's just like I guess I'm
I
understand,
overwhelmed. And that's another reason that we have to make that business plan, because it helps us focus. And you can separate your personal life from your business life and take that feeling of overwhelm, which is, I hate that feeling, and I get overwhelmed folding laundry sometimes, I swear to God. And I've come up with my own magical way to do it. It's like this pile of clothes, there's just too much. So, yes, I hate being overwhelmed, but it will help you stay on track. So get your business plan, and it will also, I'm being told, really that focus and drive will help you get excited, and it will give you even more drive, and you're going to have even more belief and faith in yourself and what you're doing, which will show when you present yourself and your plan in your business to other people. And it will just give you that motivation, and it will help give you that drive and that belief. And so go do it. Write your business plan. Stay out of your head. Just write your business plan, and you'll be great. Yeah?
Like, say, for example, because I'm looking for a job, but a part of me is like, I wonder if I should stop. So I want to ask the angels, like, how do I ask these questions?
No, you need to really focus and double down and start manifesting. Start with that business plan. They're showing me business plan in about 1,000 different words. Letters and blocks of words everywhere. So focus on that. Katie, I'm going to wrap it up. I've only got about a minute and a half left, but please stay in touch.
Thank you.
All the best.
I will.
Many blessings.
Thank you.
Okay? Okay.
Yes, thanks. Bye-bye.
Talk to you next time. Bye. So here we have a message for the theme today seems to be about manifesting and believing in what it is that who you are, what you want out of life. Having that faith that you can do it. You can manifest it. And manifesting, again, is just intention. It's intending with your heart and soul. It's intending with your heart and soul and being open to receiving the highest and greatest for yourself. So I don't have much time left, but I want to thank you all for being with me today. Next Tuesday, be here, 11 o'clock. Aloha. Linda Herrick is going to be my guest, and she's an incredible hypnotherapist, Reiki master. She's hilarious, one of my dearest friends, and I know you'll enjoy the show and everything that she's got to teach in her insight. So be with us. In the meantime, until then, I wish you so many angel blessings that you won't know where to put them and what to do with them. There will be so many that you'll be just flooded with angel blessings. Think positive. Think about what you want. Ask for it. Ask your angels to help you. And know that you are absolutely loved unconditionally. I'll see you next week. Bye now.